Hello everybody, this is Kingzilla50 back with a video, and if you can tell by yesterday's review, I did a video on the Funko Pop Godzilla vs. Kong Mechagodzilla figure, and, well, today I'm going to do another toy review. However, this is the first Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong figure that I'm reviewing here, which, also, I have another one, so there's going to be two reviews here. And that is of the Battle Roar Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla, and, this one's already out of the box, Kong. So, I just recently picked up Godzilla, and for Kong, I got him a little while ago, it was like 2 weeks ago. So, I might just move Kong out of the way and focus on Godzilla first, because he's the newest one here. This is the Battle Roar figures, so let's take a good look at the box. Monster Battle Sounds, Battle Roar Godzilla. These have just been released, so for some odd reason, firstly I saw the Kong in stock, and then after the Kong, I saw the Godzilla one in stock, which is kind of strange. I think because Playmates was like shipping the toys, and it might have took a long time to ship them, but... or maybe is it just the stock retailers? I'm not too sure, but you can tell me in the comment section on what's actually going on. So, as you can tell here, blockbuster movie Godzilla vs. Kong, Playmates Toho Legendary, and the Monsterverse. Up here we have, of course, the Godzilla vs. Kong toy logo. And back here we have Godzilla and Kong fighting. These are the two figures. For some odd reason, Kong at the back looks quite terrible, not to lie, than the actual figure. I don't really know why, but of course we have also the other stuff back here. And that's pretty much it for this Godzilla figure. Try me! Press button to activate! Okay, we're gonna press the button of it in the box. Here's the other one. Awesome. So, I might have to do this off camera. Let's get him out of the box. So here's Godzilla. For this one I have to attach the towel on. I hope I don't have to use a hairdryer here. Had to go a bit closer, so... this one's going to be a bit hard. I'm not really experienced with Godzilla tails, so let me just do this off camera. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That was actually quite easy. So, here we have the, there we go. Here he is, the Battle Roar Godzilla. And I also have here, which I already opened up, the, Battle Roar Kong. So... I don't really know what to really talk about. I might just start off with Kong first, and then I'll move on to Godzilla. I want to start off with Kong first. I didn't really like this figure when I first saw the photos, and it doesn't, I do get it, some fans, it doesn't look like the best, it's not the best Kong figure that Playmates has released for Godzilla vs. Kong, but at least it's okay. I like the body and the, the pose that it's in. But I just think the face is a bit terrible. Like, the rubbery face. See, his face is basically just full of rubber. And, all in all, this figure doesn't really do that much. Like, it's only in this one pose. I mean, the articulation, you can move his hand around. But if you don't want Kong in this pose... well, unfortunately for you, Kong isn't, like, the type for you, because he's gonna be stuck in this pose. So, unfortunately, there's no way of, doing another pose. If you want Kong trying to punch Godzilla, this is probably the best pose that you can do. So, you can make him punch him. So, the buttons on the back, it's actually quite obvious to, find the back on how to activate Kong. So... also, I don't really like how the voice buttons are on his monkey nipples, and also on his scar. I don't actually really like that. Copyright information from Playmates on the bottom. Of course, we have the batteries, that's like up his monkey butt. And of course, we have those stupid screw holes, I hate them. And if you press this, Kong roars. So here's up closer. Okay, let's do one more voice. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Kong. So, if I had to rate Kong, now I have to rate him a 6 out of 10. Like, I know he's not the best Playmates Kong figure. He has to be the worst out of the Godzilla vs. Kong toy range. But, he still is, like, an okay figure to me. Like, he's not anything hugely... There's nothing hugely wrong with this figure. But I can definitely, I definitely, like, agree with some people on this figure that it's quite terrible. But at least it's not the terrible Kong figure made. Like, I actually do quite like this one. And especially for Kid, it's an okay figure. So, that's pretty much it for Kong. And the final last figure from the Battle Roar line is, I've just recently got him, which is the King of the Monsters, Godzilla. So... Let me get it focused right here, the camera movement. So, I'm not too sure what this figure really does, or actually I do know, but it's just that, you know, this is my first time getting him, so I'm not too sure what this figure really does, but I'll just try to, if I do something kind of wrong here, correct me in the comments. I'm just saying that. So, let's, begin. The Godzilla one, like, let's just start off with the, you know, his, sculpt, and this Godzilla, I don't really that much like the pose that he's in. Now, I did say this in, you know, with me talking about the Battle Roar figures, that I don't that much 100% like this pose, but speaking of this is Legendary Godzilla, nowadays, having this figure in my hand, I actually do kind of like the pose. I'm not to lie. I actually like the pose that he's in now. Back then when I was, like, when these figures were first seen, like the images and first announced, I didn't really like this pose. I'd more like the Kong pose because it looked a lot like the 33 one. And I'll put the link to, you know, the first video, one of the videos of when Playmates first announced these figures. And, really, I didn't really like the pose that this guy was in, but I had to do regret it now, because I actually do really like the pose that he's in. So, anyway, and I do like the sculpt here. It's made from plastic, it's not like the Kong figure, like the dorsal fins aren't hugely squishy, which is good, but it's still made from cheap plastic anyway, and I don't like the screw holes on, you know, his body, like the Kong figure. And also, I'm actually not too sure if this figure actually glows in the dark, because, it looks like this figure glows in the dark, but unfortunately it doesn't, so, well, that's what I think. And of course the tail just doesn't really look accurate to the body, because the body is, especially the dorsal fins, because, you know, the dorsal fins here look really, really, like watery colored, blue. However, these ones are just, light blue, and these ones are sort of watery blue, so that makes no pure sense, really, for the spikes on this figure, but, or should I say the dorsal fins, but it still isn't, I do still like the tail, it's an okay tail, and I do like the dorsal fins, I like the dorsal fins up here, so, anyway, onto articulation, the, tail, of course, moves like that, and the legs do move, and the arms move 360 and all that, so yeah. So pretty decent articulation, like 5 points of articulation. The Kong one I think had a bit more articulation. It had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it had like 8 articulation, which is pretty which of course the Kong definitely wins for the most articulation. But with Godzilla here, at least the articulation is a lot more better since don't really like, you know how Kong, like, with the feet swivels and stuff like that. Actually, does Godzilla's feet swivel? Oh yeah, they do. So, this guy has 7 points of articulation now. Even though I don't like the leg swiveling, I don't really like that because it's a kaiju figure and it should be able to move. But, sorry about that. But still though, Kong still has the most, and Godzilla only misses like 1, so I think the Kong definitely wins against for the most articulation. But still though, I would highly recommend the Godzilla. So, now, I'm not too sure, but this is sort of like some kind of mistake. You can tell by my Godzilla's head that it looks a bit damaged. I'm not too sure if it's the toy or not, but it looks a bit damaged, unfortunately, as you can tell at the top of its head. So that's kind of annoying. I'm not too sure if most others have that, but I feel like that is a damage, so oh well. And of course, the roar here. He has 2 roars here. So let's start. I'll make this like the movie. Hang on. Yeah. I actually do like the sounds for this. However, unfortunately, Godzilla only has 2 bits of sounds, unfortunately. So, and Kong, like, has a lot of sounds. So, of course, the Kong one wins for the most sounds. But, anyway, I actually do like this Godzilla figure now. Also, the mouth moves when, you know, like that. So, Godzilla, if I had to rate him out of 10, he will definitely get an 8 out of 10. So he definitely wins against the Kong figure. So let's compare these side by side. Right here. Some people are actually wanting Playmates to release a Battle Royale Mechagodzilla figure, which does sound cool, but I don't think Playmates will be releasing a Mechagodzilla figure, a Battle Royale Mechagodzilla figure, unfortunately. So to the people who want a Battle Royale Mechagodzilla figure, I'm not too sure if Playmates is going to release one. Actually, it's definitely 100% not, which is kind of disappointing, but I heard that lots of people really want a Mechagodzilla Battle Royale figure, but Playmates hasn't released one yet, so oh well, I don't think we're going to have one. It's only these 2 Battle Royale figures. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me do Godzilla and Kong fighting for a tick. See you guys next time. Subscribe and like.